Well, hey Internet, it's the Night Squire here, and I thought I'd do an update on my silver stacking. It's been a while since I put together a video, especially one that's silver related. I used to have 3 LCSs in my area, local coin shops or coin stores, and unfortunately I don't have those here anymore. 2 were robbed, 1 went out of business because the one that went out of business because they bought some coins, they say unintentionally, from the 2 stores that had been robbed, and court cases that's still going on. They're not going to be held liable. They just ended up losing out on a lot of money from some of the more higher end graded coins that they had purchased. The other 2, the first one was about 20 minutes from here. They actually had the side of their building cut into, and basically the people ended up just toting off their like a higher end gun safe out of the building. And then the second one, they actually cut a hole in the roof of the building that they were in. It was kind of like a strip mall, which was a lot closer to me. It was like maybe 5 minutes from my house. And they ended up cutting into the safe itself and taking everything they had. And of course, those criminals ended up taking that a portion of that stuff and tried selling it to the third coin store, which they say they didn't know that it was stolen, or they didn't think it was stolen. You know, it gets all messy and stuff like that at that point, because who really knows? But they ended up, police get involved. They ended up losing all those coins that they had purchased, and they spent quite a lot of money. And I actually used to be pretty friendly with them because they would always haggle with you and stuff like that, and do trades and everything like that. So I am sad to see them go, because they were some really cool guys, but you know, got caught doing some stuff they shouldn't have been doing probably. But anyway, after my babbling, let's take a look at some of the coins I've just randomly picked up. I do a lot of pawn shops now. State sales haven't been as good anymore, because you get a lot of other people in there who are collectors, and they're always looking for the graded stuff and everything, so they drive those prices way up very quickly. And then when you throw the fees on for the auction, it just makes it, in my opinion, not worth much. And the local jewelry stores in my area that are privately held, they do sell coins, but they're always graded. You're very rarely going to be able to go in there and get anything that's just kind of like stackable quality, you know, coal and stuff like that. So it's starting to get kind of dry. So I've started turning my attentions back to like APMEX, Provident, Silvertown, Monarch, and just other types of wholesale coins and stuff like that, and of course eBay as well. So we'll take a quick look at some of the coins I have, just real quickly. Nothing special, just a V nickel. I ended up getting that in an estate sale with some other coins. First row, we have just basic silver, Morgan silver dollars. Then we have 3 piece dollars. That V nickel and this piece dollar and this 1857 seated silver dime, I ended up getting as part of an estate sale with a bundle of wheat pennies. I actually really like these. I think in the future I may start focusing more on trying to get more of those. But then we just have some generic silver rounds. I'm sorry, I've been working in the yard today doing some weed eating, so my hands are a little shaky afterwards. And those I actually purchased online. I think it was through Silvertown, I want to say. Yet again, another generic silver round. I hope you guys can see this. Now, this was from an estate sale. I have 2 of these, but these are Canadian silver dollars. I actually really like that back design. I think it's just really neat. Then we have some silver, like half-ounce silver rounds, just generic stamped silver rounds from, I want to say it was Provident that I bought these from a while back. Then down here, of course, we have just some Franklin halves. These are actually really cool because I ended up picking these up from a gas station. Just you hear that change, and and you see somebody spending $50, and of course the cashier is like not sure on them and everything like that. And of course, as soon as I heard that chingle chingle, as soon as I got back online, I told the cashier, I was like, hey, I collect coins. Do you mind if I buy those from you real quick? And would that be a problem? And she was pretty much just happy to get rid of them because I guess she didn't want to have to like put them in her deposit or anything like that. It would have been sad to see these just end up at the bank, and of course we know what the bank would have done to them. Some Mercury dimes. We've seen one Mercury dime. You've seen 1,000. Most of this stuff's not good quality. It's all going to be like at the bottom just because I like stacking it. But this is actually my favorite coin, is the Barber series. I just really like the way it looks. So I've been working on just kind of like slowly buying, like, as you see, some Barber dimes, some Barber quarters, which we'll just show you one. This was an eBay purchase actually of this one right here, so that wasn't my writing on it. Some Barber halves. Which I like the way it's toned in the back on that one right there. It's really nice, a lot of detail in it. Of course, another Franklin. Now, as you see right here, this is a full sheet of Walkers, quarters. So 20 of these. And these are all going to be coal. Most of these are coins that I actually have gotten over time from those 3 coin shops. Before everything happened that happened at them. And then, of course, we have a bunch of pre-1964 George Washington quarters, which this one I think has some really, really nice toning on it. And of course, if you've seen, I don't really collect those right there. I just, to me, when it comes to like silver coinage, those are very generic. I like the older stuff. Of course, to get anything of high quality for the older coins, they're all gonna be graded, and they're all gonna cost a decent amount of money. Right here, I've got kind of like just like a layout of like Barber $50, Barber Walkers, Barber Walkers, but Walkers, Franklins, 1964 Kennedys, and then 40% post 1964 to 1967 Kennedys. So just a nice little layout of $50. A couple more Franklins. These are, I just ran out of pages, so I just started filling gaps. But eventually I'll get a full page of Walkers right here of $50. Which, of course, if you've seen them all. Now this is a full page, so 20 right here of 1964 Kennedys, so 90% silver. Which I've actually got some that are say they're BU, but these are the 40%ers right here. So a full page of these. Yet again, this was those guys I was telling you who bought those coins and got in trouble. These are actually from them. So, I mean, it looks really nice. But I'm not somebody who usually wants to spend money to have those coins sent off, get them graded, and just worry about them being lost in the mail and everything like that. So, even though I know investment-wise it would probably be worth it. But we have a full page right here, so 20 Barber dimes. Some in a little bit better shape than others. A full page right here of Mercury dimes, as we can see. No key dates, nothing special. A full page of Roosevelts, or Rosies as some people like to call them. Just give you, I know you guys already know what these look like. Y'all probably have tons of them as it is. Probably sitting on mountains of them. And then a full page of war nickels. So 35% silver, I think it is. But nothing special about these as well. I'm also kind of a prepper in a way. So with this kind of hard currency, with it all being made of silver and all in smaller increments, kind of think of like the Doc Brown situation. If I ever need to, like, in case credit cards or any of that, you know, getting into tinfoil hat land, go down and paper money's not good, I can always trade some silver to get some things that I want. So, but yeah, that's my reasoning behind it anyway. So we have a full book right there of some silver. Now this is the more fun stuff that I've purchased in the past. We'll start with this right here. A lot of this has come from APMEX, as well as some pieces from Silvertown. As you can all see, the APMEX logo is right there. So just generic APMEX silver. All nice and shiny, and some APMEX branded flips. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the generic rounds that are branded APMEX. And then these, I bought these from Provident, even though they're in APMEX flips. I just didn't want the flips. They came in just they were just falling apart and stuff like that. But don't tread on me. Now this series is quite old. I want to say it's like 2013. As you can tell right there, even the APMEX flips are starting to bust open and stuff like that. But yeah, I really like the way that these look. I have 4 of those. And this one, I mean, I just keep these locked away. That one's starting to tone kind of weird. Starting to get some browning on it. But I live in a very hot, humid, saltwater environment, so what can you do? These, I believe I got these from APMEX. I mean, they're in APMEX flips. These right here, they're all Buffalo generic rounds. So, made to look like Buffalo nickel. And you know, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 of those. Now these I got from Provident. These were the first of the series in 2017, but they're done as a Walking Liberty, but as a zombie. So, and I just have them in capsules. The only thing I don't like I like using flips, but at the same time, those flips, like you saw on that one, they just, I guess over time, they just get kind of brittle. But we have 2 of these, and these are actually the only ones in that series I ever purchased. Now we're getting into, like, we got some Canadian maple leaves. We have 2013 Canadian maple leaves. Now, that is right there, that's not the capsule itself. That actually is on the coin. It just started to develop over the past couple years. You've seen one maple leaf, you've seen them all. Now some of these capsules I've just had a long time, so they're all scuffed up and everything like that. But then we have some older, so it's got a younger Queen Elizabeth from the 80s. Canadian maple leaves, which that was a coin shop buy right there. Now this is an Australian round. Can you guys guess what type it is? Is it a kookaburra? Is it a koala? Is it a kangaroo? Well, it's a koala. And he's got a sister or brother somewhere. Now I bought this from APMEX in one of the little bags, APMEX buys that I had. It's just a roll of war nickels, so 20 of those. And this is Silvertown, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Silvertown. I can see their yellow cards. Oh no, actually the two of those are APMEX and these two are Silvertowns. And of course Australian. Kangaroos. As we can see the Silvertown card. I've been meaning to put these in into capsules and everything like that. And even that's starting to get a little bit of milkiness on the coin. But these are 2017, 2016. Now I really like this design when it comes to these bullion rounds, and that's the Britannias. Now these are from APMEX, 2015. Well, I can't show you because I still have them in the APMEX bags. Oh, nope, one of them's actually open, so I'll show you the front. Worth £2. And you see what I mean? That's starting to crack right there as well. But I always really like these, the design. So, put you right there. So we got 2, 4, 8, 12, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27. 27 ounces of silver right there, not including the 90% junk silver, which we'll put off to the side. We'll open the tin here. And of course right on top, oh look, a Rosie. I actually got this in pocket change. I always check my pocket change and everything like that, and if you're used to what silver looks like, especially the coins, you know, I just saw that glint, I saw that tone that was a little bit different than the other dimes and nickels that I had, and instantly I was like, oh, what is this right here? You know, and looked at it, found out it was a 1947 Roosevelt, and I was like, hell yeah. These you don't find out in the wild anymore unless somebody's spending granddad's coin collection that they were given and stuff like that for face value. Makes me sad, but that's how I've gotten some of my coins. And of course Australian koala, which that's the one over there. That's the companion right there, because I tend to buy coins in twos. These are just good old-fashioned American. Well, actually, I really like this one right here. It's a from the USA, from the U.S. Assay Office, 1 ounce round, San Francisco. I came across this at one of the coin shops. He gave it to me at spot price. He really said he couldn't find much information on it, and this was years ago, so I was absolutely happy. Of course, this is when silver was probably like $30 an ounce, so you know, it is worth a little bit less now, but I liked how the toning of it, I like the design of it. I think it's just a really nice coin. Right here we just have a bunch of walkers. You've seen our Liberty, American Eagles. What am I thinking? So, just a bunch of Eagles from different dates. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 American Eagles, ranging from like 2013 to 2018. I think was last year. I haven't bought any this year so far. So. But yeah, really like those. Now right here, these are always the coins I love getting right here as well when it comes to Australian coins. The koalas are nice. The kangaroos, yeah, they're okay. But I really do love the kookaburras. So And I like how every year they change the back of the kookaburras. We got two, I think that's from 2013. Oh no, these are from 2013. I love those. Really nice. What year was this? It's 2016. Now we have some more Britannians. So these are from 2013. Got to use both hands to keep from shaking. And then we got some Libertards. Yet again, have a tendency to buy stuff in pairs. But then we have just some junk silver. I've purchased kind of like out in the wild, I guess. This is pawn shop scores and stuff like that. So we've got some more Barber dimes and a Barber quarter. Oh, I love that sound. It's such a sexy sound, isn't it? So sexy. Well, we'll put you guys right there. Got this in pocket change one day. Just a gold Washington or a Colorado coin. I haven't really done much research on it. I just thought it was cool. I figured it was probably out of some set that somebody got at some point and just spent it. So needed some money for beer. So I just kind of hang on to it. I don't consider it worth really anything. And I do have a little bit of paper money. Of course, I have an old silver certificate. It's in pretty ratty shape, so I don't really care too much about me folding it and stuff like that. I just like having it. And then just an older, I think this is from the 60s, $5 bill. Yeah, 1969. So, and I got these as change, so that was really cool. It's always fun when you get that type of stuff. And of course, like any good silver collector, I think you should have a little bit of gold. So we've got some gold right here, a 1/10 ounce American Eagle. I know that there's like some kind of like, I think for like however many ounces of silver, you should have so many ounces of gold as a kind of like a stabilizing investment, I think it is, or something like that. So that's all that right there. Now this is just kind of like stuff that I've picked up when I've gone to like flea markets and stuff like that. So to me it's just fun. Nothing special. That was from that estate sale I was telling you about. Just the roll of 1950s wheat pennies. So always hang on to that. Some more wheat pennies. I know it's in an eBay bag, but I bought these at the flea market. Guy just had a bunch of older coins, and that's actually where I got a majority of these. I got the whole packet, so didn't spend much. I spent like $5 in total. So, but we'll start with these to look at the coins. And these are just generic. These are just some like steel pennies, so nothing special. Just cool from a historical standpoint, and we even have a little bit of information from there. Don't worry, I live nowhere near New York. It's probably as far away as you can get in the continental United States. So right here, just got a 2-cent piece. I can stop shaking. Really well worn. Some Indian head pennies. And like I said, I got all that for just like $5. I mean, got some more wheat cents, so to go with that roll. And then a Missouri tax token, which I thought was pretty cool. And then we got some Canadian. We got a Canadian nickel that's definitely seen better days. And then a lot of Canadian pennies. Now I like getting a hold of Canadian pennies and holding them on to them. just for the simple fact that they're not produced anymore. So I doubt that really helps with the value much, but can't hurt it, can it? So that's it for the coins. Now I do have one more thing, and just a heads up to guys, you know, it just came in the pack itself. It was an older gentleman. I think it's cool from a historical standpoint. So I just happen to have it. And of course, as you can tell, it's just some stamps that have a very dark moment in history, American history, but in human history overall. So, and I mean American history from the standpoint of our involvement in this area during that time. So it's just it's crazy to see stuff like this from that period, you know. So why not hang on to it? And of course, both have been used, both have been stamped. So interesting piece of history right there. And of course, the other thing which is fun in here, as we'll just put that over to the side, is hey, it came with a Darkwing Duck sticker too, and then some other like temporary tattoo type stuff. He had a really big hodgepodge in that, but the coins were pretty cool. So I hope you guys, if you guys have any questions, comments, you know, of course, leave them. See if I can respond to them and stuff like that. If you have any information concerning some of the coins I have, feel free to chime in down there. I know there's a lot more experts than obviously me, as I'm just an amateur. So, but guys, I hope you enjoyed the coin collection and just rummaging through some of the stuff I've accumulated over time. Y'all have a good day. Take care. Peace.